Hi, this is Yombo with my CNC News. And what's on my newsfeed? Actually, I was reading a lot of articles regarding the election, of course, and the upcoming president, Joe Biden. But at this point, actually, we're going through the end of the year. We probably have like one day or a few hours to go. But the question is, how much credit are we giving to the actual president, Donald J. Trump? Of course, a lot of people have opinion. They have their opinion regarding Donald Trump. It's true. I mean, the inequality of society was exposed during his presidency for the past 4 years. That's true, but he was not the only one, because we know even during the other president, the inequality was there, it still exists. Whatever your opinion on Donald J. Trump, the question is, how much credit do you give the President Trump? Because he's still president until January the 20th, when Joe Biden takes over. But how much credit do you give Donald J. Trump? That's the question I'm going to ask you. But my opinion is like this. Beside the fact that we had COVID-19 in 2020, beside that we know that it was kind of a little negligent when it came to coronavirus, because they politicized the whole thing, not just Republicans, but also the Democrat. They pushed a little bit on it. So the president got distracted because he had to defend himself. We all know the president is not the greatest politician out there. But how much credit do we give Donald Trump during the past 4 years? I mean, we have to look at it. He's going to be gone as a president in 2021. But how much credit do we give Donald J. Trump? That's what I'm going to ask you. I want you to put a comment. But this is my opinion. Donald Trump, President Trump, actually, we got to give him credit because of the way he handled the economy. During his presidency, Donald Trump actually increased corporate earning. You're going to say, well, corporate are taking our money. But, corporations are the one creating jobs. So he actually increased corporate earning. And because of that, also, Donald J. Trump actually gave a confidence to the consumer spending. We can see it. I mean, look at Amazon. I mean, we can say corporate made more money, but why did they make a lot of money? Because the consumer felt confident to spend money. Can argue with me with that one, but look it up there. We just came from the mall. We saw a line of people spending. We can say, well, they didn't get the stimulus checks and all that. But during the past years, the confidence of the consumer has increased. So we can give credit to the President Trump. Can we disagree on it? Of course, I want to see your comment on it. One of the greatest things, of course, during his presidency was our relation with China. I mean, the President Trump basically changed our relation with China. He increased the tariff. We know that from 7.5 to 25%. So now China had to respect us in a certain way. I mean, our relation with China changed because of President Trump. I mean, we can agree on that one. Because of the President Trump, relation between the United States and China changed. We will say China was taking advantage of us. I mean, any product in the United States coming from China was not really taxed properly. But any product from the United States to China was highly taxed. So with the President Trump, everything was regulated properly. So now we have, I believe, an open relation, a great relation with China because of President Trump. So we can agree with that. And also we know that the President Trump challenged our relation with countries like Germany, Canada, and Mexico. So we had to talk about our trade when it comes to the economic trade. Beside that, we know for sure, because of President Trump, all those countries had to respect and to sit on the table to negotiate certain things, because Donald Trump pulled away from certain deals. And we know for sure that we have to give him credit for that one. He has prioritized the production of the fuel. We know that. True. People for environment, they say, well, he doesn't want to protect the environment. But realize this. We are dependent of Saudi Arabia when it comes to fuel. But President Trump actually he has prioritized the fuel production in the United States. And not just because of the fuel production, but because of that fuel production here in the United States, we have helped employment, especially in cities affected by the recession. He has helped people actually to get jobs. So that's what the president did. True, we can say he's not one of the greatest politicians out there. I totally agree. President Trump is an entrepreneur, is a businessman. That's how he acted. He acted as a businessman. He's not the greatest politician. We can agree on that one, but I still want to hear your opinion. So he prioritized the fuel production in the United States. So we're no longer dependent of Saudi Arabia. That was very important. He was ready to regulate the EPA, the regulation on the second term, which of course he won't be able to do because it's not going to be longer the president of the United States. The president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, has increased defense spending. Let me tell you something. No president of the United States will cut on defense budget. Impossible. Because realize this, if we try to cut on defense budget, we are going to be behind. The world will laugh at us and we might be attacked by certain countries. We are jealous of the United States of America. So Donald J. Trump actually increased our spending when it comes to defense. So we are still the strongest country, one of the powerful countries in the world. So that's very fantastic. When it came to federal spending, or when it comes to the Federal Reserve, during the past 4 years, tax was never increased. Our interest rate actually was the lowest compared to 4 years before. That's what actually also gave the consumer that confidence to spend. A lot of people were able to buy houses or buy cars and everything like that because the tax actually was lower. And even now, the day I'm speaking, actually, the interest rate has lowered. So we have to agree that we have to give him credit for that one. Again, we agree. COVID-19 was a distraction. A lot of people died in America. Was he handled properly? You're the one who can tell me if it was handled properly or not. I can tell you it was a big distraction for the economy and the way America is ran. So that's very important in the United States of America. So I want to hear your opinion. Actually, let me add something also. There is, of course, that controversial regarding police department. We heard about a lot of liberals say defund the police. Was it the proper way to say it? I don't agree with that. Do I agree there is certain police department that need to be reprimanded? Yes, I do agree. But we need to defend our police. I'm talking about the good policing. I'm talking about a good police department. I'm not talking about corrupt police. I'm talking about the great police. They need to be defended. And that was one of the things that Donald Trump did. So let's agree on that one. We need to protect our police. We don't need just to defund it. We need to know how to regulate our police department so they can do a better job for all American. So we can agree on that. Of course, one of the things was being pro-American. True, not everybody felt like the president of the United States did that. But I can say something. He was pro-American, and that was a plus for the president of the United States. So that's my opinion. I know a lot of people, of course, will put a comment, probably will call me names. It's okay, but I want to hear your opinion about Donald J. Trump. What do you believe? Does he have credit as the president of the United States? And what kind of credit do you give to him? So again, my name is Yombo from MyCNC. This is my news feed. That was my opinion. Follow us on Facebook, and we will be glad to hear your comment. We see you later.